If you are looking for ways to feel better about your body and finding ways to heal your relationship with your body in any kind of way, I am pretty sure you will gain some benefit from this video, because I just had the most eye-opening experience, awareness of my body, what I have been subconsciously doing to my body, and how I think we are all going about it the wrong way. We are looking for ways to feel better about our bodies, but here is what I believe now. It is our bodies that deserve to feel good about us. So many of us spend our entire lives blaming our bodies, feeling bad about our bodies, being angry with or disappointed with our bodies, thinking that it's our body's fault that we are unhappy. And so we spend a lot of time looking for ways to make our body change, to make the body do different things or act in a different way in order for it to make us happy. I just had a major experience that made me truly believe that we have got it the wrong way around. And I think that this missing piece of the mind-body connection is possibly one of the main reasons why we cannot seem to heal that relationship with the body, or to appreciate the body, to worship the body as it deserves, because we are going about it the wrong way. And I never saw this until now. This major experience changed everything for me, because I realized I have been spending most of my energy and utilizing this mind-body connection mostly in the way that favors my thoughts, favors my mind. So if we think about the mind-body connection, I have kind of forgotten about my body or neglected my body, taken my body for granted, and even becoming angry with my body when it doesn't feel the way I want it to feel or act the way I want it to act. But now I see how that is such a wrong thing to do, and I will tell you why and how I got to this experience. So, I was doing one of my late evening meditations, a guided meditation from Joe Dispenza. And I was about halfway through it, and he said this one sentence that just instantly awakened something within me. I don't remember the exact words he said, but it was something like, make sure that when you wake up, you are smiling because your body is happy about you. And I just had this instant reaction without even knowing what it is I just heard. But I thought about it, and I understood that this is the complete opposite way of what I am used to thinking and how I'm used to relating to my body. Because what we are used to, all of us are used to looking for ways that we can feel better about our bodies, that we can feel happy with our bodies, satisfied with our bodies. But what Joe Dispenza said here is that he flips it around and says that our bodies should be happy with us. And I actually had to stop the meditation, because it's like when your body reacts before your mind does. So that's what happened. I could feel this was a massive shift in my consciousness, in my attitude towards the mind-body connection. Because what I realized in that moment is that I have been utilizing this mind-body connection to find ways that I can feel better about my body. I can think thoughts that feels better about my body, and it's all been good and positive, but it's only taking into consideration one of the 2 points in the mind-body connection. You see, the mind-body connection is a circle, and it means if you have mind and body, there are these arrows pointing towards both of them. So what we think affects how we feel in the body and our body's reactions, and also how we feel in the body and our body's reactions affects what we think about ourselves and the body. So what I realized in that moment is that I have only been looking at it from how I feel about my body, but I stopped there. I never thought about how my body feels about me, my mind. When I say me, I mean my mind. So that just goes to show that I am definitely paying more attention to my mind than my body. For me, my body has just been this vessel that comes along with me, right? So I spend most of my time and energy in my thoughts, and I kind of ignore my body until it doesn't feel good. And when my body doesn't feel good, I get angry with my body. I get disappointed in my body. I am blaming my body for my unhappiness or for me feeling unwell. That is what I realized in that moment. But the even bigger thing that just clicked in me was this: how wrong is it to blame my body for me feeling bad? Because what I know about the mind-body connection is that everything is related, everything is connected, and my mind, my thoughts, my focus is the one giving instructions to my body. What does that mean? It really means that if I feel bad, if I feel stressed, if I feel sad or angry or hopeless or worried or anxious or unwell, I must have told my body to feel that way. Not consciously, but unconsciously or subconsciously. Because our thoughts are the reasons for our emotions, meaning that when you feel anything about anything, it is the way you thought about that thing that provided this matching emotion in your body. So if I start to think about something in the future I need to do, for example, and I start thinking about that from a perspective of how, what, when, how can I reach that goal? How will it be possible? Let me list all the things that can get in the way. I start to worry about it. I start to stress about it with my thoughts. And that tells my body, activate the fight or flight response. Feel like you're in danger. Raise the heartbeat. release the hormones, the stress hormones, and the negative chemicals in my body. Alert, alert, alert. And how interesting is it then when I really see this and think about this, that I blame my body when I feel bad, or when I feel lazy, or when I feel tired. It can only be that it has worked on my instructions. So if I'm feeling lousy in my body, it must be lousy instructions from my mind. And thinking about that made me realize this whole new layer that actually made me really sad. This is what happened. Once I realized all of this in a split second, I just felt compelled to lie down and hold a hand over my heart and connect with my body, because I felt in that moment so much compassion and appreciation for my body, love for my body, and even stronger, I felt sorry for my body, because I realized I have been treating it the wrong way. I have been ignoring it when it's making me feel fine, but only noticing it when it's not acting or feeling the way I want my body to feel. And then I've been blaming my body for that. But it was my fault. It was my fault. And I am here. I am still breathing. My heart is still beating, which means my body is doing the best it can to keep me alive and well, even if I have been treating it so badly most of my life without even noticing. So I closed my eyes, hand on heart, and I just started talking to my body in my mind, just opening up for whatever came to me in that moment. And I think it sounded something like this. Body, I am so sorry for blaming you for doing exactly what I have been telling you to do. I am so sorry for being disappointed with you when you have been doing the best you can with the conditions I have been providing you. I am sorry that I failed you, body. I am sorry for all the times I ignored your needs and listened to my thoughts instead. I am sorry for not recognizing that you, my body, have been my best friend. My body has been my most loyal friend for all of my life, and I have taken my body for granted. Because no matter how I treated you, no matter how I made you feel, no matter what I made you do, even if you felt it wasn't right, you did what I asked you. You put yourself through negative emotions and chemicals and hormones and stress and feeling unsafe because I told you to. Oh, that was interesting what just happened with the light there. Maybe my body responded somehow. I am sorry for not realizing that you, my body, are the purest form of love I can ever experience, because you are the example of unconditional love, meaning no matter how lousy conditions I have been given you with my instructions from my mind, you never stopped loving me. You never stopped doing what I asked you to do. Thank you for being a teacher of unconditional love. Thank you for always being there for me, for doing the best you can with keeping me alive and well. I am sorry for putting you through all of the things I have put you through, for all of the times I didn't feed you because I was preoccupied somewhere else in my mind, and then being angry with you for not functioning properly when it was my fault that I didn't feed you when you asked me to feed you. I am sorry for all the times I wouldn't let you move when you showed me that you needed to move, because my mind was occupied with thinking about something. I am sorry for all the times I made you feel unsafe because of my worrying and anxious thoughts, even if there were no real danger. You get the picture. I just continued to say all of these things to my body that just came to me, that I became aware of in that moment. And once I realized that my body has actually been giving me, showing me unconditional love, even if I treated it so badly, it has always been there for me and done what I asked it to do. And then I get mad at my body because I asked the wrong thing. That made me feel so sad and genuinely sorry. And I just lied there, connecting with my body, being aware of my body. And I also said, I hereby grant you permission, body and heart, to ignore the thoughts and instructions I'm feeding you that doesn't feel good or right to you. I give you permission to use your own natural intelligence and love to choose whatever makes you feel as good as possible, because it is your natural state, body of mind, to feel wellness, to restore balance, to feel calm, to feel connected to nature, to feel good. And I have not allowed you to feel as good as you deserve to feel. So from here on out, I trust you. I see you, I trust you, and I want you to feel good. So you can choose to not listen to my instructions when they feel like they're not coming from a place of love. I believe in your intelligence. You are amazing. You know how to heal without me telling you how to heal anything. You just do. You are love. And you are so intelligent. You are balance. And I have been getting in the way of that. So when I've been angry with you for me feeling anxious again, it's my fault. And even if I didn't tell you in that exact moment to activate the fight or flight and feel anxious, the thing is, if I didn't feed you or provide you with any other instructions in that moment, Of course, you have worked on the last instructions I gave you in a similar circumstance. So you remember, because you're so intelligent. So you remember what my mind has told you to do in similar situations before. And that's why you felt anxious again. For example, it made me think about the body as this factory of workers. Because our body consists of so many elements that to work together and make everything function, make us live. And so that made me think, I am the owner of that factory. I am the boss of that factory because I am the one, my mind is the one providing these workers the instructions on what to do. I am telling, as the boss of these factory workers, I am telling them what to produce. And I, as the boss, as the owner, is the one providing the working environment, the conditions for these workers. So if I turn off the light, these workers will continue to produce what I told them to produce, but the end result won't be as satisfying that I wanted it to be because they couldn't see. But they did the best they could given the conditions they were given. So, would it then be right for me to blame them for not providing the exact result that I wanted? No. I need to change the conditions so that these workers have the optimal working environment to produce that. And if the end result is always lousy, maybe I need to take a look at the instructions. If I am giving them the wrong instructions, it will be impossible for them to create what I want them to create. So what I do is, I turn the lights back on and I provide better conditions. And it's the same for my body. Why have I been blaming the workers when I am the boss, when I provide the instructions, when I cause the circumstances and the working environment? This is so important. I feel like this is the most important message I have ever gained myself. Because after doing that, after reconnecting with my body, apologizing to my body, noticing and becoming aware of my body and feeling this immense gratitude and thankfulness towards my body and what it does for me, no matter how I treated it, I felt so different. I don't know quite how to explain it, but I felt so calm. It's like my body just calmed down on a level it has never come to before and just listened to what I had to say. I have never talked to my body that way before. I've only been yelling at it or pleading it, but I've never been a good boss, a good leader for my body before I realized this. It is not us that deserves to feel good about our bodies. We should do that naturally because our bodies are doing the best it can, giving the circumstances we provided to keep us alive and well. And if you feel bad, if you feel unhappy, if you feel unwell, anxious, stressed out, worried, lazy, tired, Your body is not to blame. Your thoughts are. Your mind is. We are giving the instructions. And that doesn't mean that we consciously tell our body to make us feel bad. But the way we think about things is very often in a negative way, even when we think about the things that we want. We think about them in a way that makes us feel bad because we start worrying about it. We start questioning it. We start looking for reasons of it being hard. And all of the things we notice in a day, the drama, the judgment, the comparison, you name it. Just think about how often your thoughts make you feel good in a day. If you really get to know your thoughts, chances are they're not making you feel very good, which means they are not providing the correct and good instructions for your body to work with. Because your body cannot tell what it is you truly want from the things you don't really want. It just listens. Your body listens to what you keep telling it and the thoughts that you have often on repeat. That is what you keep telling your body. So if you are disappointed with your body or with your life, dissatisfied with anything, and you think about that, that is giving instructions to your body to feel out of balance, to feel bad, to feel sad, whatever it might be. I'm just realizing the power of owning and taking accountability, taking responsibility for the instructions we are feeding our body, and seeing that we don't need to work on how to feel better about or in our bodies. It is our bodies, it's your body that deserves to feel good about carrying you. Your body is the only one that has been there for you from the day you were born, carrying you through life, making you breathe, making your heart beat, letting you experience this physical life, no matter how bad you have been treating it with your thoughts. It is just doing what we tell us to. I'm thinking about my body like this loyal dog. If I tell it to go home, it goes home, even if it feels sad, even if it doesn't want to. It just does what it tells, what we tell it, because it loves us. A dog that loves you will do as you tell it, even if it makes it feel bad. And that's your body. Your body does the best it can for you. And it's always there for you. So it's time for you to be there for your body. Why don't you take a moment when you go to bed tonight? Put your hand on your heart and just see what comes to you. In which ways have you been ignoring your body? In which ways have you been blaming your body for your own lousy instructions? And how can you make your body trust you and feel good about you again? Our bodies deserve our gratitude because it's never given up on you. Even if you are struggling with some sort of illness, you are still here, you are still breathing, you are still alive, and that is because of your body. It's working so hard. And just trust and know that these high level, high vibrational emotions of gratitude and unconditional love towards your body holds the the power and the ability to heal whatever damage you may have caused in your body from not treating it the right way. I can feel it already. My body feels different. I feel different. And now I have this chat with it every day. Every night I say, I love you. I'm thankful for everything you do for me. And I will make you trust me again. I will never leave you behind. I know that you are my most loyal friend, and it's time that I give you unconditional love back. It's a whole thing, is what it is. So, it doesn't matter if you are unhappy with your body, looking for ways that your body can make you feel better about it, or trying to heal your relationship with your body. It's not your body that needs healing. It is your thoughts, your mind, the instructions that you feed your body. Because your body's natural state is healed. It is balance. It is new cells and natural flow of life. That love, that intelligence lives inside our bodies. The question is only, are we getting in the way of that by our thoughts, by the instructions that we feed it? I just wanted to invite you to think about that. Our bodies deserve to feel good about carrying us through life, and it's time we see that.